Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is a very different video. I have never done this kind of videos before in my channel. It's more about organization stuff where I will be doing an yearly planner. I love how these planners and trackers keeps you motivated on a everyday basis. I've always planned my student life, and also when I started working, I love to do these things. Most of you guys would think now that planners and trackers would actually make you feel so stressful, and also it's so complicated because you feel like you're bound to do certain things according to a list. But it's not so, because just see the list as something which can remind you on an everyday basis. It also motivates to align yourself to what you want to achieve, and also makes you think every day that where are you now and where you wanted to go. Are you in the right direction? So just it brings you those thoughts and self evaluation every day, which is kind of a great thing, because we totally miss out on many things on when the life gets busier, and we just look back at the year and see where the year has just gone and I have not done anything. So let's jump into the video and start planning.
Later this year, I realized that I totally missed out on my yearly planner because I got married, I changed my location, changed my job, and it was basically a busy, crazy year for me. So, but then I thought it's never late to do something, so I just went ahead and did it for this year. You guys can, of course, plan it for next year. Now, the most important thing when you are planning a year is that just sit quietly and think about what realistically you can achieve. I mean, the goals or your ambitions which can appear realistically to be achieved in a year. Don't plan anything unrealistic, because you would end up seeing your list and then might get disappointed that you never achieved it. So plan something very realistic, which means that take good amount of time, sit and think about it, or sit few days to think and put your thoughts in a paper, in a bullet format, which you can feel like you can achieve it or you are already on the right track. You can also take your previous year as an example and see what you wanted to achieve and what you couldn't, and accordingly you can plan the aims of your coming year. After this, what you want to do is put them in categories. For example, work, relationship, health, creativity, family or friends, things like that. So putting them in category helps you to know the which category you want to achieve most of your goals in. So it also helps you to prioritize the categories, things like that. Now the next thing you want to do is prioritize your goals in terms of your categories or in terms of your individual goals. So categorizing and prioritizing means that the prioritized things will always be in top of your mind and in top of your thoughts whenever you see your list. It's time to put down our clear goals into the paper and start writing. So I don't believe in categorizing a lot, so I like to do or achieve my goals by writing them individually. So you can do whatever you are comfortable with. So I'm just writing the goals according to my priority. I sometimes also write it according to how quickly I want to achieve them. For example, something which I can achieve it very quickly, I write it on the top of my list. So it's all depend on your capability and what you want to do. You got to keep in mind that when you're writing the goals, write it in a very easy way in simple English so that you can understand. Like, for example, flat tummy, you want it to be very specific there. Do not mention like be healthy, I want to be healthy, or I want a proper fit body, like that. So it doesn't actually makes any sense when you see your list. So be very specific. So I'm writing down these goals, and these are my real goals, guys. Please don't judge me with the goals. So I listed down about 7 to 8 goals. That's my usual count of goals I usually will have for a year. Then I'm just drawing few lines to make it more organized and arranged. Now, of course, I'll organize these goals according to my whole year. Now, since I'm planning it in the mid of the year, I would take from this point of time to the same point of the next year. So you can actually do it in a proper year also. So I'm just writing down the year, and now I'll prioritize my goals, like when exactly I want to achieve them. Next thing, of course, I just went ahead and named my list and wrote a little bit of smiley and make it a little more fancy and nice. Then I took some marker pens and now I'm starting to prioritize it according to the months. So this is the time I take a good amount of time to think when exactly I want to achieve. So I'm just thinking for a while for my goal, and then I just write down the months. So this cannot be very appropriate. For example, you want to learn swimming in August, but you are not sure that you might get an admission to the classes. So you just want to know like what is the approximate time I want to achieve. So accordingly, I'm just marking down those months here. So it gives me a fair idea about my goals, like when I should start looking for it and when I should expect it to end, or when I'm expecting it to get finished. For example, the flat tummy, it's not like one day or a month business to get rid of the fat. So I have to like plan it a little more months. Yeah, so that's what I'm actually doing it here. So now you have a yearly planner plus a month's tracker, so you can track every month where exactly are you, which goals are coming up, which you should start planning for it, and you can also tweak it a little bit in your list according to your comfort level. So do not be very strict to follow these goals, otherwise you really feel it as a burden. So that's why I meant like put your goals very realistic so that you need not tweak the list later or feel like you it's too much on your plate. So now at this point of time you can go ahead and try to decorate your list by highlighting your goals in different colors and things like that. So I didn't have any colored marker, moreover I want to keep it more simple, so I just took a simple highlighter and highlighted them, and this makes sure that it will be catchy to your eyes and you will be so interested to look at the list every day. So the bottom I have some space to list down some things which can eventually become a goal, or things which kind of a reminder. For example, planning an yearly vacation for the family, so that's a reminder but not a goal. And for example, another example is doing a certification, which is not right now a goal but eventually can become a goal. So those things I write down in the bottom. Since my husband also wanted an yearly planner, but we share most of the goals, so I just thought we would do it in the single list by just writing down the names across each goals, that which goals are for which person. So that made it easy for me and saved to do another planner again. In addition to that, whenever I have space on my list, I make sure that I have some space to write down a thought which actually motivates me. It could be very short and sweet, for example, good vibes only. It could be any other motivational thoughts also. So, this thought always makes me think very positive about myself. So, I just wrote down that thought and I highlighted it. So we are done with our planner. Now all you have to do is whenever you achieve a goal, you just have to mark it down in the right exact square with a pen or pencil. That's it. Now we have to find a place to hang it. So I just thought it couldn't be a better place to hang beside my dressing mirror than anywhere else in my home, because I take quite some time doing my skincare in front of dressing table, so that always I can have a glance at my goals also. So that's it in this video guys. I hope you enjoyed. Happy planning. Bye.